Yhwach is here to close out Season 1 of Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and what a way to send us off. This might just be the biggest brain character in the whole game. First of all, he's the character with the most moves. He's got up and down tilts on his signature move, he's got up and down tilts on his SP1, and he's got a reawakening. Also, he starts with nothing. These are all moves that he unlocks as he plays the match. These devs are clearly fighting game fans because they just made an arena fighter Susano'o. But don't worry, I'll try to make this behemoth of a character look simple enough for you to understand, so you can decide if it's your type of character and whether or not you want to buy him. First of all, he is an 8-stock character, but unlike the other 8 stalkers, he does not have a revive. He has a reawakening, yes, but it does not revive him at all. Once the 8 stocks are gone, he is dead. As far as keycard moves go, he's actually very standard. He starts with taking only 3 in his base form with this animation. Once he awakens, the same keycard move animation can take up to 4 stocks. Once he reaches sublimation, it changes to 5. And if he reaches his reawakening, he still only takes up to 5 stocks, but this keycard move also denies any resurrection effects. Now, the big gimmick is that bar above his spiritual pressure. That is the Kaiser Levels. I'm gonna call those the Kaiser Levels for simplicity's sake. Each time you gain a Kaiser level, you unlock a new ability. The last one gives him the reawakening. You get a new level every time you use your SP2 for 100 meter, and you also get one for free when you awaken. That sounds great, right? Well, when he starts the battle with no Kaiser levels, he is a very incomplete character. He has no tilt heavy, no signature move, he doesn't even have reverse actions, no white reverse, no yellow, no blue. Yhwach is basically just light attacks, heavy attacks, and a flash step extension. Or Hirenkyaku technically, but I'm gonna keep calling it flash steps. His buttons are pretty decent. This is the light string, and his dash light also has very good range. It's nothing ridiculous, but you can definitely contest in the melee range. And this is his heavy string, which is just flashy as hell. So yeah, in the early game, you're pretty much just landing light attacks into flash step extensions. You still have a grab, you still have the breaker, but that's basically how you're gonna build the most meter until you have 100 of it and you can pop your SP2. Now, SP2 is an instant buff, so it works as a combo extension or as a block string extension, and the first time you pop it, you gain reverse actions. Now you can white, blue, and yellow reverse like the big boys. Yellow reverse ends up being a big deal because this means your combos build a lot more meter now, which means you should get Kaiser level 2 faster than you did the first level. And level 2 unlocks his tilt heavy. This is a lunging unblockable move. It's got a really good range. I love this move a lot, and it leaves the opponent standing in a mix-up situation, so you can try to strike throw here, or you can extend with a yellow reverse or a flash step. But like most tilts and lunging moves, it's got a big weakness, which is side steps. But with this mix-up, hopefully you'll have an easier time reaching Kaiser level 3, which gives you his signature move. Yhwach's signature is this simple slash that generates a ton of meter. If you hit it raw, it gives you 51 meter immediately. But you can also combo from light or heavy attacks into this. It doesn't give you as much meter, but it's still a healthy chunk. So as soon as you have your signature move, your meter build should increase like crazy. Now, extending combos from this is pretty tricky. Yellow reverse works in some situations. It's very tight. You can always do a flash step extension if you just want to finish the combo, or if you have SP2, you can actually dash light, but once again, it is a pretty tight link. And also sensitive to distance. This is something you actually need to practice. But since we just use our SP2, that means we are at Kaiser level 4. And that means we now have a projectile with up signature. Just tilt the directional stick up and press the signature button like you do with a normal tilt. This projectile has a big startup. It takes a while for it to come out, but it deals very good damage and has a long stun time on the opponent, so much that if you're close enough, you can actually combo after the projectile hits. And it's a projectile with a pretty decent priority as well. Kaiser level 5 is probably my favorite because by tilting down the stick and pressing the signature button, you get this huge reversal barrier. It's invisible on startup, it catches throws, attacks, and even backdashes or sidesteps. The only way to beat this barrier is if the opponent actually blocks and punishes it. It's very unsafe on block. But it deals great damage and it is incredible for denying mix-up. It even beats DPs that cost meter. It's insane. At Kaiser level 6, he finally gets his SP1. Yhwach summons these arrows that show up at the opponent's position. This works in combos, and in fact, you can extend the combo after the SP1 as well, so you can just loop this into some real easy touch of deaths if you have a ton of meter. Now, I don't know if you want to spend the meter on his SP1, unless you're finishing the fight, of course, because you still got 3 more levels to go for your reawakening. But the game really wants you to spend your meter, because at Kaiser level 7, you get another SP1. This one happens if you tilt the stick up before pressing the button, and it's a pretty simple combo super that restores some of your meter you spent if you hit your opponent. So if it connects, it ends up being something that you use for some quick cheap damage costing only 25 meter, but unlike the previous SP1, this one is actually a combo finisher. There's nothing you can do after this. And the last ability you unlock before your reawakening is another SP1, which you do by tilting the stick down and pressing the button, and it gives you this invulnerable area super that can be used as a reversal and deals a ton of damage at the same time to the opponent if they get hit. After you get all of those abilities nicely filled up, your next SP2 will trigger your reawakening, whether you have awakened before in the match or not. So before we move on, here's a quick cheat sheet. If you want to screenshot this or something to keep by your side as you start playing him, it helped me a lot to get used to the character in the first few times I took him into matches. Now, the character doesn't actually change too much in Awakening or Reawakening. In Awakening, he pretty much just gains new light and heavy attacks, which is pretty good. I think his range increases a little bit because he's got a bigger sword, so he's able to play neutral better even at low Kaiser levels. And remember, Awakening gives you a free level up. Reawakening, however, gives him quite a few new toys. First of all, you can combo after your tilt heavy. So basically, you can throw an unblockable, and instead of a mix-up, you get a real combo. Secondly, his SP2 becomes a buff to his reverse gauge. He gains a little bit of reverse meter. Now, his reverse actions actually change quite a bit. You'll notice that he doesn't gain any meter from using reverse anymore, but he gains a unique effect where he just can't get hit. While reverse is active, you can only hit Yhwach with a breaker or an unblockable attack. So yeah, basically you have God mode. On top of that, once per game, you can straight up just do an Aizen on your opponent. You don't even need reverse meter for this, it just happens as soon as you reach Reawakening. You have an extra life, you've basically forced the opponent to 3-tap you. Last but not least, I've mentioned this before, but his Reawakened Keycon move denies any resurrection gimmicks. Though in my experience, getting Reawakening before Aizen or Ichigo revive seems like a wild dream, honestly. It has happened to me, it was a pretty hype match, but it is pretty rare. This character is phenomenal. I don't think there's been a bad character this whole season pass. They keep making them so unique, so unconventional, and they all tackle problems that the basic game systems have. For instance, this is yet another character that doesn't need to stall. He can play 3-tap because his Reawakening is going to force the opponent to 3-tap as well, and his game plan is flexible. You can quickly change it at Kaiser level 6 if you think finishing your opponent is going to be more likely than going for more Kaiser levels. So you start spending your meter in your SP1 instead of your SP2. Make no mistake, getting level 9 is not easy, no matter the matchup, so don't be afraid to switch tactics. If I had to criticize anything about the character's design, it is that, yes, level 9 is extremely hard to get, feels way too situational, but that's something that balance patches might change in the future. You don't want to make it too easy, because otherwise the character's overpowered. And I would also say that on the other end of the spectrum, the start of each match is a little boring. Not having any tools and needing at least 3 combos to get your first level, which gives you access to something as basic as yellow reverse, makes the start of every match a bit challenging, and against some matchups like zoners, it's just gonna feel impossible. If you find a good Byakuya or Ishida, you can start typing GGs on round start, bro. In most games I play though, I'm usually level 3 by the time I awaken, which gives me my signature move, and theoretically, it kinda snowballs from there. With maximum resources, you can get 3 Kaiser levels in a single combo as soon as you have his signature. Of course, that's only with maximum resources, the ideal scenario, but getting 2 levels per combo after you get Kaiser level 3 is not that uncommon. I also like what they did creatively with some of his victory poses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this the first time that the opponent actually shows up in a victory pose outside of that unique interaction between Ulquiorra and Ichigo? Because I think it is, and there's something cool about Yhwach choking the entire Bleach cast when you win. Not all of the characters line up perfectly, but you know, close enough. But whether this is actually a character you will enjoy comes down to how complex you like your characters in this game. This is the biggest brain character, the most complex one they've released so far. What you should be doing at any given time changes drastically depending on your game plan and your resources, and those resources include those Kaiser levels. There are a lot of moves to keep in mind, lots of choices as the match goes on. If you can get past the initial hurdle of being so basic and powerless, you might as well be the worst character in the game. That's basically what I think of Yhwach, but I couldn't let you go without a couple of full matches so you can see him in action, and I can only hope my commentary can break down his abilities and the state of the match as we go.
The game just got hit with a big balance patch, and a lot of system changes actually happened here. Oh wait, that's unsafe? Okay, well, I should have known. One of the changes is actually you can do that flash step follow-up even on block, like this. It's even on block, but some people don't know it, so you can catch them off guard for now. There are some other system changes. They keep doing very good work with how they're adjusting the game and making it feel like stall tactics work less and less over time. They keep rewarding aggression, which is really awesome. And if any specific things happen here, I'll make sure to point them out, because I'm sure a lot of you are wanting a patch breakdown as well. May I recommend, if you guys don't mind me doing this, Stormation. Guy's been going really hard on Bleach videos, and his patch breakdowns are actually great. Now we are almost on 100 meter. There it is. Boom. We got 1 level. That is reverse actions. So now we have access to yellow reverse as soon as we have the meter, of course. Something I'm very scared with this matchup here is, of course, the range on Cayenne. Before we have zoning, before we have our tools, this is really tough. Now, his meter is almost full, his reverse meter is almost full, but he's going to get a kill without Soul Break. Something that's been changed for this patch is actually, if you get kills without Soul Break, it refills your reverse gauge. It's like 2 full bars, so he didn't really take much advantage of that. But we are definitely going to do it. Boom. Alright. I'm gonna save the evolution here for a potential combo break. Okay, right here. Bigger sword means bigger range. Not as big as Cayenne's, of course, but it should make things a little bit easier. Oh man, you whiffs that? We do have enough meter now. Also, we gained a level for free because of Awakening. I'm sure you guys remember that. Oh. Free combo break, of course. Now, we have enough meter to level up, but I don't like leveling up immediately. I like doing this. I like doing this defensively or offensively. See what the opponent does, react to it. That range is still very, very good. Hello? Unblockable. And mix up. And give me my meter. Now look at my bar. Reverse meter, almost at 2 bars, right? It's gonna be completely full. Completely full, baby. And from here, we're gonna go boop. Give me meter. Extend. Beautiful. And now we're at level 4, which means we have projectile. What? Oh, I thought I tagged that. Unfortunate. Big extension here. Alright, alright, alright. We're gonna extend this. Ooh, big strike back. Now this is probably my favorite button. Level 5 Kaiser gives me the reversal bubble, right? So the down signature. It's probably a bad time to be hyping it up as I get hit, but I really like it a lot. Boom. There's a gap, you're getting hit. Beautiful. Projectile. Into extension. Oh my god, the meter is good. And now we have an SP1 here at level 6. Uh-huh. No, the miscalculated the range. Hello. Oh. Nah, we both pressed the button at the same time. Oh, good one, good one. I believe we can get 2 levels next. I don't think we can get Resurrection. Wow. I'm gonna blue. Okay. Whoa, my down signature didn't happen. And that is gonna be GG's. Alright. Yeah, man. That's how it goes sometimes. You know, it's really hard to build at level 9. And I think we didn't play poorly there. But there's always stuff that you can do better. Let's see if the next game goes a little bit better for us. For our next match, we're going up against a Bankai Ichigo, which should be a perfect showcase of how quickly we can get our reawakening to deny his resurrection, or how quickly he can get his resurrection. And I really think, like, if the Ichigo is somewhat decent, it's really, really hard, man. He gets Fighting Spirit really quick, and I do not get 900 meter just like that, okay? Ooh. Now, the change that allows folks to do... Okay, that is crazy. The change that allows folks to do flash step extensions on block also works for skills, right? So you can throw a projectile and flash step. No. That is unfortunate. Okay. Traditional. I like it. Alright, get some damage in. No, sir. Wow, he gets a strike back there. Alright, we're almost at 100 meter. He did it again. Yes! That means we just got reverse action. Just like that. Bum, bum. And look at that meter going up. It took us a while to get level 1 Kaiser, but now we're so close to level 2 already. And this is the snowball effect. Beautiful. And we're going to take the 2 stocks here. It's going to refill our reverse gauge, and that is our priority. Against an 8 stock character, I guess I could just get 3 plus 5. That would be a viable strategy too. Alright, we're going to evolve. Deny his stuff. Remember, the Awakening gives us a free Kaiser level. We're at level 2 right now, which is the unblockable tilt. And now level 3 is going to give us our signature move, which should increase the meter build by a lot. And in fact, we were going to yellow reverse and signature move there. We were going to get level 4 guaranteed. No, sir. Level 4 guaranteed. What? I don't know what happened, but it froze for a second. Unfortunate drop. It is kind of tight. That combo is kind of tight. Online, I do drop it a lot. And now we have level 4, which means projectile. Ooh! It was close enough to maybe combo, but maybe I wasn't fast enough. Hi. That's beautiful. Nice! If I confirmed better, I would confirm into signature move and maybe get another Kaiser level there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because we get the kill without the soul break, we're gonna refill our reverse gauge. And we're at 100 already. plus yellow reverse, we could get the 3 build combo here, actually. This could actually happen. Hang on. Maybe. If I don't drop it. Hello? No. He doesn't know. Yellow. Into projectile. Into meter. Level up. Nice. Whew. That's some good level ups right there. And almost enough meter to get to level 7, I want to say. Whoa! White into combo is still a thing in this game. Oh no. Should have flashed that, man. Should have flashed that. Oh god. Nope. Nah, good reverse, good reverse. Not gonna lie. Good reverse. Boom! Now we can get reawakening here. And I don't know if I should though. Depends. If I can get the kill, I will. But if he builds too much sublimation, it's actually bad. Alright, he doesn't build enough sublimation. I still want to get the thing. Oh, no, no. Am I selling? I mean, I'm at 8 stocks. I think I gotta show you the reawakening. Wait, did he get it? Oh my god, he got it. Just barely. Okay, okay, okay. 100 meter away. 100 meter away. Blue? That's so weird. I knew it. I knew it. Give me meter, baby. Oh, God. Go back. Go forward. I didn't go forward. Oh! Oh, no, that's unsafe. He's probably gonna die. Dude, even in my most perfect scenario, I could have done a couple of better confirms, sure. But I'm gonna get the reawakening here. And even in this scenario, I am killing him before he reawakens himself or revives himself. Like, he didn't build enough sublimation here. Oh my god, the choking. But you can see, like, how hard it is to get my reawakening before Aizen or Ichigo revive. It feels really, really tough. But I guess you can optimize this character better as you play him more in the future. That said, for today, that's gonna do it. For more anime games, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If there is a season 2 in the works, you bet we're gonna cover it right here. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.